14 or 15?
All right, well, let's try it again. Good morning. Welcome to our live stream on YouTube from 103.9 The Fox, Flint, Michigan, USA, home of the formerly crappy water and ugliest public building in the country right now. And with a jewelry giveaway with Johnny and Steph and a special guest. I'll chat with you after.
Now, I got a question about all this. You said the ladies come in and fill that wish list out, which is a great idea, don't get me wrong. But I've noticed a change in the way they do engagement rings. It's now a lot of the advertising is about come in with your fiance and pick out your engagement ring. Correct. It used to be
seeing people now. Chris and Eric both here. Yes, you still have a little so is Sheila. In most cases, the ladies like to have welcome back, all. Good to see you. Seriously.
It's about your personality, especially your wedding ring. And if you're going to wear it every single day, why not have a little bit of input from the lady that has to be proud of it?
Yeah.
I like that.
And you've had so much experience with grooms. And you guys have been in business how long now?
79 years.
Holy Moses. 79 years at Sawyer Jewelers. And what happens is, starting Monday at 7:20, we're going to make these announcements about who gets these on a daily basis. And they're going to be 12 straight days, even through the weekend. Next weekend, we'll be continuing to do these announcements, and you can continue to sign up, but you can sign up starting tomorrow at Sawyer Jewelers to get yourself registered to win these diamond stud earrings. And there's another asset to this, another aspect, I should say, to this. And this is true for anybody who's won these things in the past. They can bring them back and upgrade, correct?
Correct. You can bring in...
Well, let's see. Okay, so catching up now. Ohio Kim is here, and Kate Queen Linda is buffering. And good evening again, Mel Mel.
Explain what that means.
So if you purchase a pair of earrings in my store, or if you win, when you win, you start out with an established value, and then you can bring it in, you can trade forward. As I say, it's $1 forward. Some stores will make you double. So if it's 500, you have to go 5 to 1,000 to 2,000. Sometimes it's unachievable.
Right.
I only say you have to go $1 forward.
Right.
And you can do it as often as you want. You just can't.
Good afternoon again,
Just $1
Finland.
Forward, $1 more and you can buy it.
But with no notification.
So you do this at Sawyer Jewelers, and you got a little pushback from your other
Do you
friends
normally get one?
on a lot of this, didn't you?
I've had stores reach out and say, Chip, you can't do this. This doesn't make financial sense. And I says, well, I can do really anything I want. I have a great following in Fenton. They've treated me well, and I feel if I treat the area well, it's really...
Gets one, didn't today. We had to start this again. I mean, we did start it once. Then we had to stop it because I was getting no notification. This first time we've had that happen in a couple of weeks since we've changed the system of switching over. I wasn't getting notified by who was here or what they were saying, so we had to start it again. This time it works. Don't know why. Don't know why it doesn't work.
Throughout the retail community right now, we've got both inflation and the tariffs affecting prices, and especially maybe in the jewelry business. But you, being in business as long as you have been and having the assets that you have and the resources that you have, were able to counteract that. How?
I have preempted the season. Everything in my store is under new gold prices, and absolutely no tariffs are attached. I basically bought for all of next year, not just for the season.
Wow.
Well, that was smart, though.
So do we have to buy you a cup of coffee this morning, probably? That's so much money.
Definitely.
That couldn't have been inexpensive.
No,
you got to put yourself out there.
Diamonds are not cheap.
No.
No, but that's a great idea. That's a great idea to do that, and that's a great reason to go to Sawyer Jewelers right now. And this is the season, and it's a season that people do still get engaged. And as we just found out a few minutes ago, we were talking about this. I think we were on the air or off the air. I can't remember.
I think we were off the air, yeah.
Talking about it, and Chip said, "Yeah, no, they still do that every year, right?" And you said you had a guy at a very last-minute deal that you were telling us a story about.
We had a young couple come in last Christmas Eve, and they came in from a competitor. They walked in, had never been in our store, and we were able to find a diamond, a ring. I was able to go back, change the head, set the stone. I had one of my GGs appraise it. They walked out the door within an hour. We opened up a bottle of champagne. They had a great time. They just recently came back from out of state because they needed a couple other items, and they said, we'll wait for you. So they come and see me when they're back seeing family.
Stop
I love that.
See Diamond Chip at Sawyer Jewelers. A great guy to see for your Christmas gift this year. Again, you can never, ever, ever go. It's like sometimes it's okay to throw rocks at girls. We say it all the time.
My mom always said that the best gifts came in little boxes.
It's my wife is firmly in that corner. She box to show you for that reason.
I imagine you gift wrap too, don't you?
Oh, we make you look special. and guys, it's a no-brainer. You walk in, you pick something out, and you walk out.
I'm going to give you an explanation in a second here, Mel, and I'm going to, what you're talking about, the cup note, and I'm going to see if you can figure out, based on the way I present this, what the issue was. You might be able to figure it out.
Yeah, but I'm sure
Hang in
Chip
there.
and his staff will help you out with that. That's part of the fun of the job, actually.
I'd like to share something that I see going on in our industry. In my store, anytime that you buy something out of my cases or off my inventory, you can bring it back up to 30 days and get a full refund. There's stores in the area that are only giving credits. So if you purchase an item and let's say it's not exactly what she wants, you then have to come back in and purchase something else in the store. I do not do that.
This is because of the dozens of years of experience you guys have. You've learned this over the time, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely. And people frown on it because what if they can't find that piece and they're sitting with idle money sitting somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a trapped rat.
Listen, it's pretty much a no-brainer, folks. Sawyer Jewelers is where you want to go for Christmas, especially you guys are fumbling with the idea, what the hell am I going to do?
And you know what else? We encourage all of our people to shop local.
Yeah.
And when you shop at Sawyer Jewelers, you are shopping local.
Obviously.
You're not one of those big chain brand stores.
Chip, I love that. By the way, I love the shirt he's wearing. He's wearing a thin blue line shirt. I love that.
One more thing, gentlemen and ladies. You can't just always hit the button and get it the next day. There's an experience that's wrapped up with jewelry. And when you pass that and only just hit the button and have it arrive at your doorstep by someone you don't know, you're really taking all the meaning out of the sentimentality that we built for hundreds of years.
Plus, don't you need to see these things in person?
I don't know how you buy it without touching, feeling.
It's like my wife bought a couch one time on the internet. I was like, well, that was a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Let's sit on it.
How was that?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah.
And
Did it fit in your living room?
there are certain things that just don't make sense to buy on the internet. This is one of them for sure. You got to see them in person, folks. You got to fall in love with them, and you will. Even guys, I know I find myself, I'm not a jewelry guy. You don't see me wearing a lot of jewelry. But when I'm in a store, I'm fascinated by the stuff that you guys have. It's amazing.
Well, we have knowledge to share. Everyone in my staff is highly intelligent, been in the field for a long time.
Well, thank you, Chip from Sawyer Jewelers. Folks, starting tomorrow. Sign up. 12 Days of Christmas starts Monday morning, 7:20 here on 103.9 The Fox. Chip, thanks for stopping by. Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Okay, going to get to the traffic here in a second. I see Arizona is back. Morning again, Arizona. And we also have Jason from wherever the hell he is today. World Traveler Jason is here. Welcome to Jason. Usually based in Vegas, but a lot of times we don't see him there. A lot of times he's in Bora Bora, other exotic spots in the world. Okay, I'm going to show you this again. This is going to be your smile source. Pay close attention, okay? This is a smile source that is no longer with us. Dino, who was a good boy, very good boy. Lost him at the age of 7. He was a Shepherd Golden Retriever mix. He was in Canada. Enola, Manitoba, Canada. That was the wonderful, very good boy, Dino. Right there, okay? Okay. That's Dino. Okay, hopefully you were paying attention. Hopefully we were paying attention. We're going to get to the traffic here in a second. I see we have Michigan Kim here also, along with Ohio Kim, just to kind of confuse the issue. And they got more tags on the tree at Fashion Square Mall. Michigan Kim had relayed that information. Back to the traffic, and then I've got something else to tell you about His Highness. You betcha 7 years old isn't very old. Even in dog years, 7 years old is not old. At the moment, the freeways are moving along well, crash-free, delay-free on the traffic cams. The only thing that's slowing us down on the surface streets is in Flint. All right.
We'll get to traffic coming up next with Hal Maas. We're going to have to do some physical adjustments to the studio here.
Oh, are we here now?
Hang on.
Is yours working?
Yeah, it is now. It is now, yes.
It's working now. There we go. Okay.
It's a crazy train Wednesday, isn't it?
That's
There it is.
Classic Rock is on 103.9 The Fox when everything works.
Evidently, it isn't working.
We'll get to Hal's traffic for you coming up here within the next 15 minutes. On 103.9.
Whatever. Oh, gosh. That's good. Who knows what the hell's going on in there now? That kind of just falls in line with the way everything else is falling here, and I'm going to tell you something about that, too. I hope Mel was paying attention just this last couple minutes here. And wonder if Mel noticed something that was going on over the last couple minutes here. Telling you what. Only one dog left, says Mel. Only one dog left. I've been here the whole time.
I know, but you weren't on my board.
Oh, okay.
But now you are again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is coming out of this song, we're going to go back into traffic.
Okay.
Well, every time I shut you off, if I accidentally shut the button off on the board, I can't turn it back on.
Okay.
Yeah, minor problem.
Sure. All right.
All right, so we're coming at you.
Technology's great. All right, cool. In that case, I better not start talking about what I was gonna before we're done with that, because we're gonna do a traffic update because they couldn't get the last one in, and now they figured out why. That's what's going on. You did understand the cup note. Cool. All right, that's interesting. That's good. Okay, that's cool. One is 16 and the other was 18 and pass, says Mel. Who's the IT guy at the station? Well, first of all, the IT guy's not at the station. He's in a different state. He does all of his fixing of everything remotely over his computer. The idea of having an on-site engineer, we used to call them engineers, not IT guys, back before internet, right? It was required that there be an engineer at every station. That was FCC mandate. Well, that's long gone. Now you don't have to have anybody on site to actually work on the equipment. So if it screws up, you have to figure out on your own what's going on. And if he's there and he's by his computer and he's awake, then you can call him and he will try to figure it out from his location, miles away, hundreds of miles away many times, to figure it out. You need AI to do it. You don't need AI to do anything. Nothing. Everything is different now. Everything is incredibly different now from what it used to be just as recently as 20 years ago. When I had a general manager tell me in his office, we were chatting about stuff one day, and he told me, you know, there's going to be a day, probably not in the too distant future, where you're going to be able to actually see the person that you're talking to on your phone. You couldn't do it then. That was a foreign concept then. I saw it in engineering magazines, but nobody was actually physically talking about it or even thinking it was going to happen in our lifetime. We're going to be able to look at the person on our phone that we're talking to and actually see them, which means, great, I got to get dressed. I have to put clothes on to go on the phone. What the hell? That's what they did. Now, Mel, back to you again. Okay, saw that? Traffic's coming up. Hang on.
From the mound to Sloan Museum.
Let's see if he remembers to do that.
103.9 of Fox.
He didn't even mention... Okay, he was going to do it. He said 2.5 minutes. When the song's over, we'll go to traffic. I don't understand. I don't understand. When you left school, you wanted to be an audio engineer. You still could. You still could. You actually still could. Okay. You still could. There's really no too old to do it. Okay. Let me just tell you, this is just falling in line. What's going on here is falling in line with what the last 24 hours has been like. As you guys know, I'm doing these videos, these short form videos called UGC videos, which are basically commercials for brands that are advertising products or services, which are then commercials that you will see show up in your whatever you might be watching on Facebook or Instagram or Twitch or Twitter or YouTube. Any of those could get it. Okay. And I've done a whole lot, done well over 100 of those. I've just gotten done. There's no desks anymore, is there? Desks. You mean at the radio station? You don't see those. You don't see what, Rob Suka? Those commercials? Because I haven't seen one either, but I've gotten plenty of people, including Johnny and Steph, who have gotten back to me saying they have seen them in their feeds, different ones. Sometimes commercials that I did 6 months ago are still showing up in their feed. I even had one guy who actually screenshotted it, did the video, he captured it, and then he sent it to me to let me know he'd seen it, the fully produced version of it. That was cool. Well, Jacko and I just got done doing one, and I mean, hang on. Let's see if they do it now. Nope. Third song, still no traffic. Okay. Anyway, Jacko and I just got done filming last week. We ended up audio engineer desks. Oh, I see. Usually when the engineer was actually in the building, you didn't want to go into his office because you could never step over anything. There was shit all over the floor. There was on the walls, was hanging from the ceilings. There were cords, there were wires, there were components everywhere. It looked like a garage had blown up. And every engineer's office I'd ever been in looked like that. No commercials for you. Well, you might still hang in there because there's enough of them out there that may pop up, including the ones that Jacko and I just got done doing for this dog food supplement called Dinovite. Those aren't going to be out yet because they're not completely produced. And one of the reasons they're not completely produced was that I sent all of the information and I sent all of the video footage into them last week. I got the word back from them yesterday. And it said, great content. Great content. There's just one thing. Could you please reshoot the one scene where you're scooping, this is powdery stuff now, out of the bag, because we noticed that you were using a scoop that didn't come with the bag of food. And they being the brand that is doing the ad here, very particular about that because they want to make sure that the scoop is the one that they've sent in the bag of food so that it gets exactly the right amount of measured powder that you put on the dog's regular food to supplement that for his coat and his bones and everything else. Seems like a reasonable request, except A, I did not realize that there was a scoop that was going to be provided in the bag. I had been not advised of that ahead of time. When they said I needed to do one scoop of this stuff to pour on the food, I went and found my own scoop, and it was a little bigger than the one that they have. Okay. So when this note came in to me yesterday, could I please reshoot this one scene? Because it's all that's necessary. They got everything else, and they love it. It's all great, but I got to do this one scene because I could not find this scoop. First of all, I didn't know that there was one coming. Second of all, I went back to the bag, and I've got a huge bag of this crap, okay? And it's all, obviously, Jacko doesn't think it's crap. He loves it. He cleaned his bowl, loves it. But I have to go searching through. It's like you're trying to dig through for like you're sifting through sand on the beach, trying to find a lost ring or something, right? I'm sifting through all of this powdery stuff, and there indeed is a scoop in the bag. Damn near all the way at the bottom of the bag. Almost all the way at the bottom. There is no way in hell that normally, if I didn't know that that scoop was in there, somebody had told me, I wouldn't have seen that scoop until the bag was almost completely empty. Would not have seen it. So, we got to reshoot that scene today because of the prize in the bottom of the cereal box. As Sheila puts it, correctly. So anyway, let's find out if we're going to do a traffic report up-down, because right now, we're probably 10 minutes away from doing the regularly scheduled one. So let's watch.
Classic Rock 103.9
Watch
The
this.
Box. Ozzy's coming home. Well, he is home, and he's celebrating his 77th birthday there now.
Born on this day in 1948.
Correct. And by the way, on the same day, 20 years later though, but the same day as Andy Williams. It's Andy Williams' 97th birthday.
No kidding, from one extreme to the other.
He's long past, yeah. Moon River.
Yes.
Wider than a mile. Anyway, yeah, so Ozzy's birthday would have been today. And of course, Ozzy gifts this Christmas are going to be big.
So have you seen this? So let me give you a little bit of backstory. So it was revealed on a region.
Gosh, we're here long enough for Tim Fan to join us from high on the roof with his yo-yo. Good morning, Tim Fan.
Shortly after Ozzy passed, Roger Waters was asked in some kind of an interview about what he felt were Ozzy's gifts to music. And Roger Waters had nothing good to say about Ozzy.
You don't have anything good to say about anything except Roger Waters.
Oh my lord, he tore like the words like bumbling and idiot and drunk and addict. I mean, he really trashed Ozzy. So, in retaliation, you can find now on the official Ozzy website, Sharon had a t-shirt designed in response to Mr. Roger Waters. Now, the front says Ozzy rules. And it looks like they've kind of imposed that over a Pink Floyd album cover.
Right.
But the real fun part is the back. And the back says...
Thelma, you still here?
Well, it looks like they tried to write
Tina.
Rick, but didn't fill out the second half of the B.
They left the bottom part.
Wave if you're still here.
So what you got is another prick in the wall.
There you go.
And it shows Ozzy peeing on that same album cover, yes.
The wall.
The wall. It's hilarious. And of course, Ozzy is wearing an Ozzy t-shirt.
There you go.
I want one of these so bad. You can still get them on the website. They were supposed to be available for a very limited time. I saw the story yesterday. They're still for sale today. I'm going to share this link on the website. The shirt itself is $41, and that includes tax.
Right.
It's the shipping that I'm struggling with.
They're coming from England.
$34. The shipping is almost as much as the
So
t-shirt.
$75 by the time
So
you're
I'm
done.
having a hard time justifying that for myself.
Yeah. So you said it was 41.
41 plus 34.
So 75
Yes,
bucks.
75, yes.
To get the whole thing.
It also makes it a little too expensive to be a Steve Driver Christmas gift, too.
You gotta understand, like, everybody's
Having phone issues. Tina is having phone issue, which, if you know,
no shipping.
you've been around, she has occasionally had those.
So are you saying it would be okay for me to buy this t-shirt?
You know, you do you, okay?
Okay.
I'm not going to speak for your family. But I think they're pretty awesome.
So when my kids accuse me of blowing their trust funds, I can say, but Johnny said it was a great idea.
Oh, yeah, see, you can't do that to me.
Sure I can.
Not fair. Audience, back me up on this.
But again, if there's an Ozzy fan in your life, I'm going to put this link up on the Fox Facebook page.
There you go.
At the very least, you can see the absolute fun that is the back of this t-shirt.
There you go. Hey, it's a Crazy Train Wednesday here at the Fox, and there's another great Crazy Train story. A 58-year-old man in Maryland arrested last weekend, pointing a gun at a group of preteen Christmas carolers who came to his door.
Oh, no. Somebody doesn't have the spirit yet.
That's unclear why he did it, but nobody was hurt.
That's what you call it. Get off my porch.
Yeah, but how much would have bet they were singing that stupid Mariah Carey song? That's probably why
Oh.
probably why he did it. 103.9 The Fox, hello out there.
be quiet.
Yeah, and he doesn't say anything nice about anybody.
No.
Yeah. All right.
How many times do we see that out of famous personalities, though, right?
You're right.
Not Steph Barber, though. She never says anything bad about anybody. Not even me. Well,
Not within your hearing.
when my back is turned.
Listen, you don't have your...
I appreciate you showing the drive in, and I appreciate this channel, you guys. I'm 55, and I love you guys. There's no other station to listen to.
Thank you.
Free radio.
Thank you.
And we love our listeners. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Bye.
All right, Merry Christmas, 103.9 to Fox. It's 8:36. Live and local radio.
Guys, that's it. Thank you very much for your attendance, your attention, being here again on a Wednesday. It's hump day, so behave accordingly as you go about your day and get ready. We're going to be back again on TikTok tomorrow morning, hopefully doing the traffic because we stopped doing it here. I mean, and Facebook and Twitch and YouTube and all those, you know that, okay? And we'll find other things to chat about and wonder about and get an appetite over and find dogs and all those kinds of things. So until tomorrow, have a great rest of your day, okay? Okay. Pleasant, peaceful, productive, of course.